It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1746, recorded Thursday, September 26th, 2019. Who let the cat out of the drawer? On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have 3 pet gadgets, so you're in for a treat. Possibly a doggy treat. And these are gadgets that have never been seen before. I also have the last of my emergency gadgets and your video. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! And here he is, your technical director of gadgets. I might need a new technical director job. I'm hiring.
Well, when you don't have the cats around, things sure don't work well.
No, definitely
We
not.
thought the cats were just there to play. Who knew they were actually behind the scenes running things?
They're the managers. And when the managers aren't around, you never know. You know, employees just goof off like me. Hello, manager Waffles. Warden Waffles is here. Okay, so we got a whole bunch going on, and I'm going to start off by reminding people about the meetup. This coming Sunday.
Don't forget. And Dennis and I have made many trips to the stores. I sent you a photo. And last night we thought, you know what, we should start putting everything in one place so we can take an inventory. And so we're putting everything on counters. So this is just one counter of stuff.
Holy moly, who's going to get the statue?
No, that's my cat.
Yes.
This is the cat who watches over. The cat that watches over food.
That is incredible. Well, if you're not going, you're going to be very sad because look at all this stuff. This is incredible. Should I pick up anything on the way over, like Doritos?
No, we're good. We're
Obviously,
good.
this is great.
We're just going to ask a couple people who are local to bring ice, but outside of that, we have everything.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
And we even got the bunch of balloons machine, so when people hit, we can see it blow up balloons. That should be fun. And the weather forecast is for 80 degrees, low humidity, and sunny.
Amazing. I'm wondering if I should bring some of my gadgets because sometimes we do like game shows to give away gadgets.
We are good. I have stuff to give away. If you want to give away something, you can.
I can see the toilet memory game, and that one's right there. That might be a good thing to give away. I'm flying Southwest, so I get 2 free bags to check.
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna bring a ton of stuff. The Flippin' Fantastic, remember that? That was not very good. That was, yeah. So that's awesome. I'm super looking forward to it. It's this weekend. If you are going to go and magically this is the first time you've heard about it, please RSVP, mail at gizwiz.tv, just letting us know you +1, +2. And do we know what the count is up to?
We're at 36 people.
36. Amazing.
36 people. Okay. So we're almost at capacity. Dennis and I had 42 at our wedding. Our wedding reception was in the backyard.
That's awesome. So please come if you're in the New York
coming,
City,
yep.
New York.
And we're going to stream something, right?
Yes, definitely.
Right on this channel?
Yes.
Are we
I
doing
think
it
on this YouTube channel, we'll stream something.
Okay. Why don't we set like approximately 2:30?
Perfect. So
that we're meeting at 2, and by 2:30 we could have suckered some people into wanting to be on camera. So look for us on gizwiz.tv. Yeah.
Amazing. So look forward to seeing you guys this weekend. With that, I guess let's jump into some gadgets.
Okay, so Time to Play magazine and 3 pet gadgets. Here's number 1.
Here is number 1.
Hey, it's time to play magazine, and this edition of it we like a lot because it has the pet shop. Now, I got a press release on this item here, and it's called
Carrier.
the Calm Carrier. You know, I'm going to get back here with you, and this is Will, and Will's going to tell us about the Calm Carrier.
Sure. Well, the idea of the Calm Carrier is most cats are very fickle, and they don't want to get in a carrier, and once they're in a carrier, they're not interested in getting out of the carrier.
Oh, they're not interested in either way.
This is my cat.
Participating in anything is what it comes down to, right? So the idea...
Cats will never be on game shows.
No, it's up to the cat to come and go as it pleases. And so the idea behind this product is to reduce the stress and the anxiety of putting a cat in a carrier for both the cat and for the human involved in the situation. And we've done that by creating a drawer. And what the drawer does is as the cat is placed on the drawer and as the drawer starts to move, the cat's natural instinct is to hunker down and get in the perfect position to be loaded into the carrier.
Oh, okay. They feel the movement.
That's right.
and
They
they
get down
and they
into
crouch.
position and they slide right on in. Now, as I mentioned, once the animal's in the carrier, it doesn't like to come out of the carrier. They're not used to the smells, the
Not
sights,
electric
the sounds.
shock.
Electric shock. We try to avoid that because we're trying to reduce stress and we're trying to promote calmness in the cat. And so with our Calm Carrier, what's going to happen is as the drawer is opened, the cat is there and it's ready for its checkup or to
Pick up. Right. Yeah.
Well, it's checkup by the vet. So
Oh, the
most,
checkup.
sorry. So most cats are being put into a carrier to visit the vet. And what we found is in the U.S., almost half of cats aren't going to the vet for preventative health care because it's such a fear and anxiety-inducing experience for both the cat and the owner that cats are only going to the vet when they're symptomatic. Cats are very good at hiding their symptoms, and so it's often too late, or it's a bigger issue than it need be. So with this product, you want to get your animal to the vet often and early.
Now, what does this retail
So
for?
the retail is going to be approximately $50. It's not yet on the market. It's going to be in the market in late February, early March 2020.
Oh, okay, so it's
Just in time for cat season, kitten season. That's right, exactly.
okay, and your website is?
www.vanespets.com. The product is made in the United States, and we're very excited about it. It's an innovative item that we've not yet seen in the industry.
Okay, I like the very idea. Calm Carrier.
There you go.
And it's coming, as we heard, in the, is it spring? Is that spring?
spring.
Yeah, early spring. Okay.
Exactly.
I feel calm just standing here.
Yep, I mean, if that's my aura.
I actually love this because I have one cat. Okay, Jack's okay with the carrier. Waffles, not okay with it, but I can handle it. Sella cannot handle that cat. That cat will attack, will bite. Cat's jaws must get up to a ton PSI. I don't know. She hurts. She will hurt me trying to get in and out of the cat carrier. So I have to like shock her, or like not shock her, but I mean like I need to like surprise her with the carrier. What I've been doing is I put a towel down, put her on the towel. She's fine with that. Then I wrap the towel around her really fast, and then I throw the towel into the cat carrier, and then she'll come out of the towel, and there's a towel inside the cat carrier, and I'm all good. And then she's just straight up upset for the vet, getting her in and out. It's a little bit simpler at the vet, because she tends to, it's correct, she wants to stay in the carrier once we get to the vet, because that's like the closest thing to home, I guess. So taking her out is a big pain, and then putting her in at the vet is not as big of a pain. But a lot of times also, I was wondering if what he was saying when he was saying do the checkup or whatever, is you just keep the cat on the platform and let the vet kind of mess with the cat still inside the carrier on that tray. I don't even know if they need to lift them out.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because the bottom of the tray is out.
Yeah,
so
they can reach the cat. I love this idea. Love it, love it, love it. On top of that, I wonder, this wasn't covered, and I don't know if the mechanism would do this, but I wonder if you can take the tray out and wash it that would be awesome because my cat gets so nervous. Sometimes they have accidents.
Oh, okay.
Great if that bottom part was machine washable.
You know what? I suspect it is because it says that it stores easily. Let me see. Just to find it here.
And they do have a.
It comes apart, and the top is folded and goes on to the bottom. So that would mean it easily comes apart.
Yeah.
So I think, and it says it comes apart with no tools.
Yeah, I love this. This is exactly what's going on with my cat. Is I'm like, please, inside, go. Really need you in there.
Yeah, and $50 is not much more than a regular carrier, right?
Yeah, carriers are expensive. Yeah. The best thing I've found is that there's one that has a drawer on the top, not a drawer, but a door on the top, and that has worked okay. But still, it's not great. This gives so much more room. So I love it. I'm a big fan. Big fan. I want to get one.
The Palm Pet Carrier at vannesspets.com.
It's great.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, love it.
Excellent. Okay, you thought there was nothing new in pet bowls? Well, there is. And here's a man to tell you what it is.
Here, and they claim that they have the world's most perfect dog bowl. And what is your name, sir?
David Price.
David. Okay, David, did you invent this?
I invented the bowl because my little dog Eddie would get ear infections every 6 months. And I took a pottery course and made my first bowl about 3.5 years ago. It was a pretty ugly piece of pottery, but the little dog's been on it for 3.5 years, hadn't had one ear infection.
Oh, so it's really recommended for dogs who have long, floppy ears?
It started out that way, but it's developed and grown into more function and features and benefits than we first thought. What happens, if you know how a dog drinks water, they curl their tongue backwards into a scoop and they lift the water into their mouth. On a flat bottom bowl, when the dog goes down to get the water runs away from them. In our bowls, everything collates back to the center of the bowl. And then if they've got long ears, their ears fall outside the bowl rather than in the bowl. So if you've got ear infections, 16% of every vet visit by dog owners for ear infections. And this eliminates ear infections.
16 or 60?
16.
16%. Okay.
And so whatever happens is that things come back to the center and it collates there. So,
okay, and now tell me about the food part.
Well, the food, what happens if you notice the food, if you look at the video, the food falls right back down to the center of the bowl.
Okay, so it makes it easy for them to get the last little bit.
Again, they don't have to chase it around the bottom on a flat bottom bowl. When they go down to get the food, they've got to chase it around the bowl to find it, to get it. In our bowl, everything collates back to the center of the bowl. So it's right where they want it. The first bite and the first sip is exactly where the next one is.
Okay. Now, do you sell them individually or as a set?
We sell them both ways.
Okay. So this is the individual set, and it comes with a tray?
No, you buy each one of them separately, 2 pieces. But individually, the double trough over here, on every dog bowl that you have for a dog, you should have a bigger water bowl than you do a food bowl, because you don't want to overfeed your dog. And if you've got a big bowl, you tend to put more food in it than the dog really needs. So what we're suggesting, you get a larger bowl for the water and a smaller bowl for the food.
Okay, now what do they retail for, starting with a single one and then a double and then with the mat?
Okay. The large trough bowl sells for $24.99. The medium, which this is right here, sells for $22.99, and the small one sells for $20.99. The mats correspond to that. So if it'd be probably about a $40 buy for both things.
Okay, and this setup here where you have both things and a mat?
Yes.
That would be $40?
Yes. No, this would be about $50 because you're getting 2 bowls.
2 bowls.
Yeah, a single mat and a single bowl like over here would be about $40.
Okay. Now, are they out now or are they coming?
We'll be out the latter part of October. We're tweaking our molds a little bit. We've got a couple of flaws in it, and we're tweaking those. Should have them done any day now.
Okay, and they'll be out for the holidays.
The other beautiful thing about it, if you can pop out the badge go on our website, send us a picture of your dog and the size of the bowl. We will send you on a vinyl decal sheet of paper, a vinyl decal that's water resistant and sun resistant, with a page of the names and a page of the picture. Send it back to you, put in the decal, clip in your badge again, and you've personalized your bow. So you got your little guy or girl's picture on there.
Okay. Is that an additional charge, or is that part of?
When you go on our website, that's about $9.50.
Okay, to do that.
You have to reformat it and make it work for you.
And your website is?
TidyDog.com. TIDYDOG.com.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
That is nice. I like that a lot. I'm surprised that they have the extra ability to pop that thing out and add a picture. That seems like almost out of left field a little bit. Like, wow, holy moly.
Yeah. No, it is a clever idea. I never thought about that a flat bottom bowl is hard for the dog to get the last of the food out, or a cat, I guess. And this just lets everything fall to the center. So your pet doesn't have to run around and try and get the last. I guess they're showing only dogs in this. And especially if your dog has long ears, it's perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he can munch away and not have to worry about getting his ears wet.
Yeah. I think that the size of the bowl, I guess, would really, really matter, especially for smaller dogs, is you want their ears to not be inside the water bowl. Very, very cool. I think that this is a neat idea, kind of off the wall from what you'd expect. This personalized thing is just so interesting to me.
Yeah.
That they would go through that. That seems like such an extra step, like such an extra thing to add to your bowl.
I know, it's very funny. And also I love it when something is like $9.60. It's sort of like, it's like Bill Gaines pricing. Bill, he would sell Alfred pictures for like $3.27. And he said, do you ever wonder why things are such odd prices? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, depending on how many I had printed, it's different prices. And so whatever I have printed, then I divide it into how many I'm selling. And then I don't round it off. I charge that exact amount after I add my 30% that I want to make on a picture.
I was going to say, he always has a 30% markup no matter what it is.
Right. And no matter what the price comes out to. So that's why sometimes it's weird prices.
Yeah.
Evidently, our bowl buddy feels that way too.
That's very funny. That's
very
hilarious.
funny.
So
yeah. And the third thing is also new. Oh, go ahead. You want to say?
Just, I wonder if these will ever be sold in stores. It looks like really this is an online thing at the moment.
I guess since as he was saying, that they haven't really made the final mold yet.
Yeah.
My guess is that they'll see how they do online and then try and pitch it to stores.
But
I think
the shop seems to be working, so it looks like you might be able to check out right now. If you.
Oh.
I mean,
okay.
I can add this to my cart. So let me add a large to my cart and see. It's been added. Looks like I can check out. Looks like I'm
okay.
working. So there you go.
Okay.
TidyDog.com. Tidy Dog.
Tidy Dog. Okay, our third is another new invention, and Elizabeth herself invented this, and this is her and her invention.
All right, what the heck is it? All right, can you do like that? Like that?
It's a do loop.
My guess was, we're at Time to Play magazine. I thought it might be a key to some sort of a toy, but it turns out that it's the do loop to help you love your walk. And Elizabeth here is going to tell us about the do loop.
Oh, I see what it is.
Hi.
She's acting surprised. So what is the do loop?
The do loop is a leash accessory for when you're walking your dog and they make their mess and you no longer have to carry a bag of poop in your hand. You just go like this and it holds onto your leash until you get to the trash can or get home.
Oh my gosh. Now I assume the poop is sold separately.
The poop is absolutely sold separately. You have to provide that yourself. I can only do so much for you.
Well, my dog provides all the poop I'll ever need. No, this is very clever. But you know what? If you're just carrying the empty bags, is it thin enough that the bags won't fall out?
No, they won't fall out. A lot of times, actually, I'll take bags and I'll just stick them on there before, and then when my dog does their business.
So you could carry like 4 or 5 bags and just leave them in there.
Yeah, you can, and then just pull them up. But it's easy on, easy off, so you don't have to spend a lot of your energies fussing with bags.
No, I think that's very clever.
And what's really good about it is we're making it all in Maine, and it's biodegradable plastic. It will never become a microplastic, and we're doing zero waste packaging. So the ball chain here on the leash handle is also used for the package tag itself, and we assemble those in Maine, and it's on recycled paper.
That's great. Now, what does that retail for?
These retail for $8.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
Is it out now?
It's going to be out next week on, if you go to thedulup.com, it's going to be available online there. And then it's also going to be available in some stores, but it's literally so new to the market that I'm now shipping the first thing. So anybody here will be
what we're going to do is we're going to show you what they look like in packaging, okay? And they come in 6 colors?
They come in 5 colors.
5 colors.
We've got lobster red and matcha green, charcoal, new blue, and millennial pink. My daughter told me I had to have millennial pink, and so we have.
I think it's a great idea. The Dulup, because you always roll the bag up and put it in your pocket, and then you forget.
Don't put it in your pocket.
No, don't put it in your pocket, especially the full ones. That's really ridiculous.
That is so funny. I love how practical she is. My daughter told me that I needed to have a Millennial Pink, so now we have Millennial Pink. Very, very. I think this is practical. I think this is great. I've had the same issue where you bring your doggy bags. Bringing the empty doggy bags, not that big of a deal. You know, throw those in your pocket, or it sounds like you can just feed them through the bottom and they'll stay there. Oh, and then once they're full, you really don't want to be carrying that thing around. You kind of want to keep it far away from your hands, from your clothes. And so this is a great way, especially once you throw a knot in the end, that it'll stay right there on the bottom of your leash. I like that a lot.
No, absolutely. And especially they're starting to put them back. But here in New York, somebody got the bright idea. If we take all the trash bins out of the park, people will keep the park clean.
Oh, my, who had that idea?
So it was like 5 or 6 blocks between the 1 or 2 trash bins they had, which were always overflowing.
That's crazy. It's like, here's what they said. Every time, anywhere that there is a trash can, we have trash around. This must be a direct correlation. So we take away the trash cans, we'll take away the trash. Right. So dumb. That means, oh my gosh.
No, you're absolutely right. And mostly, exactly what you said happened. Where there used to be a trash bin, there was still a pile of trash because people said, well, this is where I guess they'll bring it back and it'll be where they expect it to be. And they are slowly putting the trash bins back in the park now. But it was ridiculous because you would walk around with a bag of poop.
Yeah.
And have to walk many blocks before you could dispose of it. So I like this little guy. And $8 seems reasonable.
$8 seems so reasonable.
Yeah,
very, very reasonable. And I love the packaging. I can see this in every Petco, PetSmart, all over the world. This is a great little gadget. Love it. And good luck to the
Elizabeth.
Loop.
Yeah.
The Dulup,
it is
I should say.
The Dulup. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it means we're winding up September's Chad's
but you might find it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
This is a crappy corner. We should have, shown off the Dulup. That would have been great. So this is emergency gadgets. So we're going to be talking about some gadgets for emergency situations, and I actually have it right here. This is it. What would you? This is a what the heck is it? What do you think this is, Dickie D?
Well, for the emergency gadget, does it open and have a knife and a compass in it or something?
So maybe, kinda.
Maybe. Okay.
I'll tell you this: it's made by. I don't think you can see that logo, and I can't hit the camera just right. Is this the second? Well, I guess the first product didn't include it, but this is made by Smith & Wesson.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
wow.
There you go. That's a little hint. This is the Smith & Wesson Self-Defense Tactical Pin Light. So the first part of this gadget is that on the end, it has a flashlight. And it's a fairly bright, nice flashlight. Look at that.
Yeah.
And I was using this earlier. Just had some time to kill, so I was looking for my cat. So I was pointing this in the corners, and it works really great. It works good as a flashlight. It's a very bright LED light. It comes with 2 batteries included, and those were name brand Energizer batteries, so that's kind of nice. And then it says that the runtime of the flashlight will last for 30 hours, so that's kind of nice. The next part of this gadget is that it is a self-defense. It is actually not a pin at all. There is no pin mechanism inside of here. It's just a self-defense spike is how they describe it. Yes, so it has a built-in self-defense spike, high output white LED, aluminum construction, silent twist on and twist off, which I guess, I mean, yes, I can't hear it turning on and off, but I don't I don't know why you would want it to be.
I know. I think if you're in the middle of a fist fight, they're not going to stop and say, "Wait, I think someone just clicked a flashlight." Or
you don't want a big audible click to turn on the light to escape, I guess. But you just turn on a big flashlight and I assume in the middle of the night, so someone's going to see you. If they, given that they probably won't hear you, I guess. An integrated pocket clip, so it just has that little clip on the top and batteries included. Now, here's the thing. First, we can just, I have this box here to kind of test the self-defense.
Oh, I can see already how it's been tested.
Right. So it's a strong spike, exactly what you'd expect. The tip is pretty pointed. It's almost, I would describe it as a sharp tip, would be a way to describe it. On the packaging, it shows using this spike to shatter glass, built-in glass breaker or self-defense spike. So I was thinking, okay, well, I'll go get some glass or something, the right type of glass you'd want to use.
Oh, the Tesla windows.
Exactly. You'd want to use tempered glass in order to test this on to see if you could escape. So the idea is you could have this in your car. Not only is it a self-defense spike, but you'd be able to smash a window and break open the glass. But obviously I didn't have a pane of tempered glass around. So I went to the reviews to see if anybody had tested this or anything like that. Here's the thing, it didn't get very good reviews on Amazon. 3.2 stars. And specifically, when I clicked the reviews, not for breaking glass. And this is an image of the tip that looks a little bent. And if you go through, let's get to this last one. 0 stars from a firefighter, and they show the tip that has been tried to use to break glass, and it even says, as a glass breaker tip, it failed to break tempered glass. The glass breaker tip behaved like a crayon. So that firmly puts this into the crappy corner category.
Wow.
It looks as if I have not found a piece of tempered glass to try
But
this
if you get attacked by a cardboard box, you are golden. Set. You are golden, boy.
Exactly. So I would suggest don't go out and buy the Smith & Wesson Self-Defense Tactical Pin Light because it looks like it will not work against glass. Also, if you get attacked by a glass man, you really don't want to be holding this pin light. Now the cost is, I found this at Academy for $9.99. But online, I haven't actually been able to find it for that price. So here it is for $11.20. And then there's even some others that are for a lot more expensive. So this one's $16.99. So if you are going to get this for whatever reason, and I really just don't recommend it, because if you want a pin light, there's a lot better pen lights out there for this price. And if you want something that'll break glass, there's other options as well. But if for some reason you just gotta have this crappy gadget, Amazon would be the, or sorry, Academy would be the place to do it, which is a local sports and outdoors place. Dickies is similar. I think it's Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm not sure if they'd have it, but that's the type of category of store that Academy is. So a big old fail for the Smith & Wesson aluminum aircraft tactical defense pin light. Big no-no on that. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Fun. All right, we're going back to another video from Mo, who is playing What the Heck Is It? I guessed what this thing went into, but I had no idea what it could do. Oh. So see if you can guess as he holds it up, and we'll ask you to guess.
Hey, Dick and Chad and loyal Giz Wiz fans. I got another gadget. Guess what the heck is this? Even when I first saw it, I couldn't figure it out. I actually had to see
a drill bit
to figure it out.
But thing?
Let's see if you could guess it. So this is the whole gadget. It is used with another item. Don't want to give away what it is yet, or give you any clues.
Oh no, I don't know. I have
this
no
opening
idea.
in the middle has nothing to do with the gadget.
Oh, maybe okay. Maybe it is a drill bit type thing. I don't know what it would you'd use it for.
These slots.
They're just that hexagonal.
Chat room's doing.
I got the family together again to do another guess. What the heck is it?
I love it.
This is the item right here. I'm going to pass it down. Everybody's going to guess out loud.
Bolt, screw,
hammer
thingy.
No, go next.
Like I don't know what it is, but
okay.
A bolt that you get to put some things in IKEA.
Looks like it goes into a drill.
She's talking about an Allen wrench.
It looks like
maybe it's a drill bit
like
for undoing wing nuts
or something. That's what I would think.
That's what I
like. You can see it has grooves on it, so I assume there's something that's gonna shoot up in these rails or grooves.
Okay, I was right about it doing that, but I don't know
me too. I got as far as that it went in a drill.
Figured out that the end goes inside.
What
the
it
drill,
does is bizarre. You'll see.
This has, as you can see, 4 slots, 4 of these slots. But what this is called a wire twister or wire braider, if you haven't figured it out. So you can take 2 to 4, so I'm going to show you 4 wires, and you run them from the front into here. So as you can see, all 4 cables are in, and what you do is take a pair of pliers or a similar device, hold that end of the cable slowly, and you can see as you're doing that and holding it, it starts to strip the cable really and braid all and now you have a nice 4-wire braided cable all making connections.
That is brilliant.
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
Applications than anything. I think it's a great idea. I think it works well. It strips and cuts the cable.
The fact that it would strip it is
this is a great gadget
shocking.
to have on Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope you liked the video. Thank you.
I love that.
Try and yeah.
That's crazy. What's funny is I swear that inside of my electrical boxes for the switches, because there's been a few gadgets that I've opened up my switches, and I have a lot of switches in this house that have multiple switches. So like one at the top of the stairs, one at the bottom of the stairs, and they both do the same light. And inside of there, is this like this precise of a twist. And I'm like, how am I supposed to work with this? This is so crazy. I wonder if they used this product. That is so cool.
I never knew of such a thing. There it is, and it's cheap. You get 4 of them for $14. Two of them just twist 2 wires together, and the other 2 will twist 4 wires together.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty
clever. I was
clever.
almost wondering if the stripping was a byproduct, but it says it right there in the name. Wire stripper and twister. That is insane. That is awesome. I love that little gadget. What a cool thing. Yeah.
Very clever. So Mo, that is excellent. Oh yeah. Now I have to find try and think of a use for something that uses 4 wires.
Yeah. It looks like this is actually suggesting that you could put another wire, a 5th wire, in the middle. Because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of the middle one. Although that doesn't seem like it would be very secure, but maybe it could. So maybe you could even fit a 5th wire in there.
I see what you. I see in those close-ups the wires are twisted around another wire.
Yeah. So interesting. This is such a cool. I don't know why I find it so fascinating. I think I find specific application gadgets that are made very well super interesting. Like very, very cool.
Stripping wires is a drag.
Yeah.
It really is a drag.
Yeah.
And this does it, and it looks like the contacts that it makes will be really secure and clean.
And I could just imagine, I guess I love gadgets that seems like a professional would use. Like one of my favorite gadgets is the folding mechanism thing that you use to fold clothes like perfectly. I love that because it's just like something like you look at it with the finished product and you go, that looks really professional. And this is how you do it. Very neat.
Yeah. And we get to use the word professional so little.
Yes, to describe anything.
To describe anything that Chad and I do together as a team. Well, Mo, you will be one of the very first. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't for the chat room, I wouldn't even be showing this. When you get, the writers get mad, there's always a big thing saying, do not, under penalty of death, show this issue until it is officially released by the publicity department. But since someone in the chat room found it online, fortunately at the Mad website, Mo will be the first to get the December issue of Mad magazine.
Ooh, it.
And I do believe this will be the final all new issue of Mad, the final issue of Mad that'll be all original material. And then there's one more issue after this that I believe is a 3rd original material. And then we have no idea what is beyond that. So if you have a video of a gadget, we love it. You know, our favorite things was gadgets of old stuff. But if you find a gadget that does something really unique, make a video about that too. 2 to 3 minute video. Put it on YouTube. You can click unlisted if you only want people with the URL to find it, and send us that URL. It goes to mail@gizwiz.tv. And if you live in the United States, you get the latest issue of Mad, one of those now 39-year-old Alfred E. Newman pictures. If you live outside of the U.S., I'll sign one of those 39-year-old pictures and send you a high-res image to print out anywhere in the world and beyond if you have an email address.
Yeah, on the International Space Station, please.
Yes, exactly. I think we have one more video, so we need more videos soon, okay? Get it to us.
To us. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Our letter is from John, Giz Wiz fan, who writes, Dick and Chad, I thought you might enjoy this Wikipedia entry about Roy Sullivan. If there ever was a need for a product that went unmet, this poor guy had that need. If only someone had invented a lightning deflecting park ranger hat. And because he has been struck by lightning 7 times.
What?
And he is, just go back up a little. He is in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most lightning strikes that have been verified. Okay. Wow. 7 times. Look at his hat. His hat, I think his hat has an opening for lightning. I think that's part of the problem is that lightning goes, oh, there's an opening.
And that is crazy.
Is that a riot?
I wonder if his national park that he worked at was just one big open field. And anytime he would stand in it, he was always the tallest thing.
Maybe that was the problem.
Yeah.
So Roy Sullivan officially struck by lightning.
I'm reading a few of these. One of them, he was struck in his front yard. You think if you get struck once or twice, you would stop going out in the rain. You would think you would just give up on that.
Yeah.
Wow. Was struck by lightning while fishing in a freshwater pool. Why were you outside in a lightning storm?
In a freshwater pool? No, well, I guess he's asking for it.
Golly.
Yeah.
On the 6th strike, he injured his ankle.
He injured his ankle?
Oh, yeah. On the 6th strike on June 5th, he injured his ankle. It was reported that he saw a cloud, thought that it might be following him, tried to run away, but was struck anyway. His hair also caught fire. This poor guy. Is
she still with us? Does it say, is he passed on?
No, he's passed.
He's passed. Because I was going to say, if you're his friend, I would only go out with him on like really sunny days.
Yeah.
And check the weather forecast.
This is 7th one. He was on the freshwater pool. The lightning struck the top of his head, set his hair on fire, traveled down, burnt his chest and stomach. He turned to his car. Sullivan turned to his car when something unexpected occurred. A bear approached the pond and tried to steal trout from him. This is such a story. This poor guy.
Oh, my God. I'll put the link in the show notes if you want to read the whole story. But it's on Wikipedia. Just look for Ray Sullivan, who was called Lightning Man, I think. He had several nicknames.
Wow. Okay. Well, there we go. That is quite a story.
John, thank you. That's good to know.
Yeah. Crazy.
That if you're struck by lightning, you can survive.
Yeah.
Many times.
I wonder if he just had like he grounded himself after the first one, every single time. I don't know. I don't even know what. How do you survive a lightning strike? Do you want to be grounded? Do you not want to be grounded? I have no idea.
I think you're supposed to be in a car. I think that's all I remember. Because
I've heard of that.
You would be insulated
too
from the ground.
With that, we want to give a big thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you so much for your generosity. Everybody who supports the show, thank you, thank you, thank you. Over on patreon.com/Giz Wiz, that's where you can give back just a little bit. Patreon looks like they've changed around their, how the website looks. But this is our Patreon page. If you enjoy the Giz Wiz, please consider giving back just a little bit. We're not talking a whole bunch here. We're not even talking a Netflix subscription or anything like that. We'd super appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for even considering. And those of you who have given in the past, who are currently giving, big thank you to you guys. If Patreon is not your deal and you want to give via PayPal, you can head on over to our website. Click on the Patreon tab at the top, and underneath the Patreon banner, you'll find a link to our PayPal right there. Speaking of GizWiz.tv, you can watch all of our shows there or see the show live We're live just about every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 Pacific Time. You can also join the chat room right here. Love to have you. If you don't catch the show live, don't worry. You can subscribe on iTunes or on YouTube. We also have an RSS link there for any podcatcher of your choice. And here are all the previous episodes right there with links back to the products. Don't forget to head on over to gizwiz.biz. That is Dickie D's site. Over there, you can play What the Heck Is It? You can read up on all of the gadgets that we cover on fantastic articles. And this is the What the Heck Is It game. This is the gadget, the whole gadget, nothing but the gadget. And this is pretty obvious to me. I remember seeing these in school. These are actually microphones. So this is a dual microphone setup for debate. So you debate people back and forth, and they're little extended microphones. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing. There are 8 Mad magazines. Is that right? No, 6 Mad magazines.
6 for the correct, yep.
6 for correct answers and 12 for incorrect answers. Why do we give more for incorrect answers? Because we want you to be funny, clever, hilarious, and interesting answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. Don't forget about the meetup. We'll see you this weekend. We'll be live here on the YouTube channel, and really looking forward to that. So with that.
And Chad will be live at Disneyland. He's flying in for the meetup.
Flying in for the meetup. So I'll see you all there in person. I'll see you this weekend, Dickie D. That'll be crazy.
Perfect, perfect.
With that, we'll see you guys next week.
And I'll be here.